Hold on for a minute. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. This is the unveiling of Uncut Sports. No feelings. Let me repeat that. No feelings. You heard? Because a lot of people tend to get all extra sensitive when we get in these sports debates and we get to talking our trash and all that and all that. Get to start hurling personal insults and things like that. That's how you know when you lost the debate. That's exactly how you know. That's as soon as they do that, you got their ass. And let me just send this parental advisory warning out there. This channel is not for children. This channel will have harsh language. It will be very passionate at times. There will be some triggered debates and conversations going on. The F bomb will fly. So if you extra sensitive, your stomach get extra queasy when it comes to harsh language and stuff like that. That tells me a couple things. That tells me you've never been in the barbershop when heated sports debates were happening. Never been in the pool hall or, for that matter, any and every sports bar. You've never been there. So if certain language and things like that offends you to the point where your feelings is extra hurt and you're extra sensitive, this channel is definitely not for you. It's definitely not for you. So you probably should click off and look for a more safer channel as far as language is concerned. But right now, we're going to talk about this bitch ass nigga right here. This bitch ass nigga right here. Y'all see him? This bitch ass nigga right here. This is who we gonna talk about. And I don't care what anybody say. This nigga was the downfall. And let me preface this right quick. Now, when he was in high school balling and ESPN was at his high school filming their games and everything like that, I looked at him. I was like, man, this dude is balling. Yeah, he gonna be the next one. But that was just the physical aspect of his game and how he was coming. I was like, yeah, physically, he's gonna be the next one. And technically he was in all aspects of the game. He was the next one. But the problem is his heart and the way he is didn't match up to his physicality, his physical build. Doesn't match. Never has matched. He's always been a soft, putty type dude in here. In here. Where the heart is. Soft as silly putty. And him being the leader of this era NBA, this is why you have what you have. To where the commissioner feels recently that he has to instate that, okay, these players, because a lot of them was taking advantage of and hiding behind load management. That was their thing. Let's hide behind load management. So if we're injured and we're cleared by the doctors, and even if we feel great, we can milk a couple more games, because we're still getting paid. And maybe I'm on a team that, no, my team is not expected to win the NBA championship anyway. So let me just glide a little bit. Yeah, I might be healthy enough to play, but my team is not good enough to compete. So let me get this check and just glide along. And that became rampant in the league. And you can't really prove it. You'll never be able to prove it because you don't know what a person, how they feel, and you'll never be able to measure that. But you can't tell me that a lot of guys is not hiding behind that people on the outside looking in, you don't know how hurt or injured this person is because it's not your body. You can't tell me that some players were not taking advantage of that. And this is exactly why the commissioner came out with the rule this past offseason that, guys, you can't win all these accolades. You can't be MVP. You can't be defensive player of the year and scoring champion for the regular season. You can't get any of these extra accolades that will translate into more money in your contract. Escalators. A lot of these guys were getting these escalators without even playing a sufficient amount of games. Like, this is why they came out with 65 games this year. Personally, my personal opinion, since a lot of these guys want to self-proclaim themselves as the GOAT and want to say they're better than the players of the 90s and the late 80s, 80s, 70s, whatever. They want to proclaim they're better than these players. Okay, cool. Those players played whole seasons. And when I say whole seasons, I don't mean they would come in for a game and play 5 minutes and sit down and count that as a game played. No. When I say these players played 82 game seasons, they played at least 20, 25 minutes in each game. So the way the rule is now, these players have to play at least 65 games to be able to qualify for MVP, scoring leader for the year, scoring champion for the year. That's an escalator. Defensive player of the year, defensive all NBA team, all these extra awards that will translate into extra money at some point. They was able to get that without even have to play 65 games. It was just this past year that they decided to add that in. My personal opinion is it should be 72 games. You should have to play 72 games in order to qualify. Because, listen, if you want to call yourself the GOAT and y'all want to walk around professing that this is the most athletic era ever and these players are the greatest players that the NBA has ever seen, then you should be required to prove that every year. Every year. Yeah, I hear you talking. I hear you running your mouths. But I need to see you prove every year that you are the guy. Because if you can't, I don't want to hear your mouth. You need to shut the fuck up at that point. Which brings me back to my initial point. This bitch ass nigga that you see on the screen right here. This nigga that had the audacity. See, this is what you talk about a narcissistic ass dude. Everything has to be about him, or he wants to take his ball and go home. And he did that when he was playing for the Miami Heat after he took his ball and went away when he was playing for Cleveland once upon a time. Decided, you know what, hey, I don't like what's going on here. I'm going to take my talents and go to South Beach. We all remember that. We all remember that cornball ass interview that he had. And decided, you know what, I'm going to go to Miami. But little did he know, Pat Riley is old school. He ain't going for a lot of that nonsense. Like, you think you'll come down here and do what you want, whenever you want, and how you want? No, we don't rock like that down here. You got to fall in line like everybody else. We trying to win championships down here. And we not finna have y'all come down. We not finna have you come down here and think that you can do whatever you want when you want. Nah, Pat Riley wasn't playing that, and that's why ultimately he started making out his getaway plan. Oh man, I gotta find a way to get out of here. I can't run the Miami Heat organization the same way I ran Cleveland. I gotta find a way out of here. Where can I go where I can compete? From the outside looking in, it looked like the Lakers was not only printing money, they was printing opportunities to win championships. Oh, I could catch Michael Jordan real easy if I go out there and win for the Lakers. Let me go to the Lakers. Now, before he became a Laker, I had tremendous respect for that organization. I actually liked the Lakers. Outside of being a Bulls fan, now I grew up a Bulls fan. Before, during, and after Michael Jordan, the GOAT, the true GOAT. But overall, I watched and enjoyed the NBA as a whole. I had an appreciation for it. And when this dude went to the Lakers, I knew what was going to happen. I knew what was coming down the turnpike. I knew. It was obvious. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one that had the foresight, because it was kind of obvious what was going to happen, which is exactly what's happening right now. See, with LeBron, it's always somebody else's fault. It's never his fault. His thumb does not work when it comes to him. Only his index finger. That's the only thing that works. The thumb don't work because it's never his fault. Never. It's always the other guy. Of which the finger is always pointed at the head coach. The head coach is to blame first, and then his teammates. When it comes to being thrown under the bus, that's how the blame cycle goes. Coach, teammates. Coach, teammates. And it never fails, all the time. All the time. That's the sequence. And it's the same thing is happening right now. The same thing. Darvin Ham is at fault. See, before Doc Rivers went to the Bucks, that's who LeBron wanted to coach him. And then what would have happened was, if things didn't go the way, the same with Ty Lue. Once upon a time, he wanted Ty Lue. And then Ty Lue got there, and things didn't go the way LeBron wanted it to go, so he started sending little feelers out there, in my personal opinion. Sending little feelers out there like, well, it's Ty Lue's fault. It's Ty Lue's fault this time. Oh, this time it's Ty Lue's fault, right? Didn't you want Ty Lue to be coach? but now it's mysteriously Ty Lue's fault. Huh. Okay. And now mysteriously it's Darvin Ham's fault. Didn't you endorse Darvin Ham? Huh. Okay. And I give props to Darvin Ham. Shout out to Darvin Ham. Because he stood up and said, yeah, it's gonna be some changes in the offseason. See, he put his flag down right there. Like, basically, it's either this nigga or me. And at this point, I ain't gonna lie. Lakers Nation, I would choose Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham is standing on his square. He's standing on business. As Ticket would say, shout out to Ticket TV. He's standing on business. Because he knows what's coming down the pike. LeBron going to start throwing him under the bus. Either the coach go or I'm going to go. Because I'm LeBron. And he does the shit everywhere he fucking goes. It's the bullshit I can't stand with this nigga. He is the epitome of a bitch ass nigga. This nigga on your screen right here. That nigga. Number 6. Won all the attention, all the accolades when everything's going great. Nigga, the only championship you brought to the Lakers was in the bubble. And personally, you can feel how you want to feel about it. I don't respect that title. I don't care. I don't care if everybody was in the same situation, had the same chances to win and didn't. Blah, 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 this and that. You can say the same thing about the in-season tournament. Just about everybody had a chance to win that. But ironically, only the Lakers won. So by that same mindset and logic, well, the Lakers should be able to coast all the way through an NBA title then, right? He's not the end-all, be-all, people. He's not. And see, the problem with the Lakers is Jeannie Buss is running that team. And she's, from the outside looking in, it seems like she's kind of intimidated by LeBron. And that's a problem. You're the owner. You're the boss of the team. You need to start acting like it. Why are you scared to trade this nigga? He gonna walk for free. He's already saying he's probably gonna opt out. And a lot of people saying that he's not gonna leave 50 plus million on the table because that's what he would be essentially leaving on the table if he decided to opt out and go somewhere else. That's nothing for LeBron because his endorsements make that overnight while he's asleep. That's nothing. Nothing at all. That's not a legitimate reason to believe that he's not going to opt out. I think he is. I think he's going to opt out because he's a selfish individual, a narcissistic individual, a soft individual who only thinks about himself. That's the only thing that matters when dealing with somebody like this dude right here. He's going to leave the Lakers high and dry and try his best to go play for the Knicks. So the Lakers need to move on from this dude as soon as possible, or you will regret it. Mark my words, you will regret it. Get what you can get for him. Straight up. I mean, it is what it is. And then the ultimate disrespect. The unveiling of Kobe's statue in LA. This nigga didn't even bother to show up. Man, we all know you always been jealous of Kobe. Mad that Lakers Nation wouldn't embrace you and love you like they loved Kobe. Because they're smart. They shouldn't embrace you like that. You don't deserve it. You don't. Then you want to make this little sidebar comments like how you respected Kobe and all this and that. Kobe knew you was soft. Kobe was tired of seeing you being the leader of the USA team and losing in the FIFA games. He was tired of seeing that shit. And I guess that rubbed you the wrong way, huh? Now all of a sudden, your feelings was hurt. So you had it in for Kobe ever since, right? And you and Anthony Davis celebrating the in-season tournament as if that's some humongous accomplishment, something to, oh my goodness, we won the in-season tournament. Who the fuck cares? It means nothing because everybody that follows the NBA, everybody that knows basketball in general, the basic tenements of basketball, know that y'all can't fuck with Denver, the reigning NBA champions, of which you would have to go through just to get to the finals. To have the opportunity to lose to the Celtics or the Bucks. But hey, what do I know, right? I know what you'll say. It was a lot of you dudes, you former athletes that grab a microphone and get to talking. Well, hey, you never played on a professional level, so what do you know? I know my eyes work for a reason. I know my ears work for a reason. I know you have a lot of bullshit excuses all the time. Every time you lose, it's somebody else's fault. It's never your fault. That's not the Mamba way. No, the Mamba didn't get down like that. He'd be like, all right, you got me this time. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to come back and I'm going to bust your ass. You could believe that. But nah, this nigga want to ride a wave. Yeah, Mamba mentality. I'm here now. Yeah. And for all intents and purposes, I heard you wanted Kobe's locker, huh? You wanted all of that, huh? You wanted to be Kobe, huh? Nigga, you would never be Kobe. You can't even measure up to the toenail on his pinky toe, nigga. Fuck you mean? And the NBA as a whole has been riding the coattails and following up behind this bitch ass nigga right here. Y'all see him? That bitch ass nigga right there. Fuck this dude. He single-handedly has ruined the NBA. Used to be a league full of men who took accountability for their ups, downs, and in-betweens. But not this nigga, nah. Nope. It's always somebody else's fault. And if the Lakers going to acknowledge one of their all-time greats by erecting a statue in his honor, I'm not going to be there because that ceremony is not about me. And it has to be about me for me to want to be there. That's why I say, Laker Nations, y'all need to run this nigga the fuck out of town. He is not a Los Angeles Laker. He has never been a Los Angeles Laker. He has never been truly the essence of the purple and gold. He is a disgrace to that uniform. And as long as y'all have this team cancer in that building, in that organization, you will never be shit. Heed my warning. If you don't get rid of this dude, if you don't trade him and try to get some kind of compensation, some kind of assets in return, he will bring y'all down with him. He will leave that organization in rubbles as he walks away for nothing to chase rings somewhere else. He's already talking about going to the Knicks. He's already laying the groundwork to go there. Him and his team, his marketing team, him and Rich Paul, already trying to lay the groundwork for him to go to the Knicks. Y'all better trade this dude and get something for him. He's not loyal to y'all. Why do y'all feel y'all have to be loyal to him? He disrespected Kobe. He's a disrespectful, selfish individual. I don't know why y'all keep coddling this nigga. Fuck this nigga. And I'm a Bulls fan speaking on behalf of Lakers Nations when y'all should be doing it y'all damn selves. Y'all see it? You think if Bus was alive, he would allow this nigga to hold the Lakers organization hostage like he's doing? You think if the old man was still alive, he would allow this nigga to be doing the shit that he's doing? Dr. Bus himself, you think he would just sit back and just let LeBron do what he want to do? I'm pretty sure that wouldn't happen. But yo, these are my thoughts. Take it how you want to take it. Fuck it.